Oh. So we're at Preacher's Point. That's what this place is called. We're just preparing for our indoor national archery competition, and we're having a little bit of lunch. I got Tom Connaughton with me. He's part of the NCEM mission. And he used to live in Timber Bay. Now he lives in beautiful Alberta. It's just incredible. I mean, I didn't think it was this nice. I want to move here. So much animals. It's just incredible. I just can't say enough about how beautiful this place is. And this is where he's going to have his camps. He has his camps here for the past how many years?
Oh, probably the past 15 years or
15
so.
years,
15 years, yeah. This is Preacher's Point, and
Yeah.
it's the North Saskatchewan River, and it's just a beautiful place. We're surrounded with mountains here.
Yeah.
Banff National Park is about 20 miles that way,
Yeah.
and so we're right on the border of Banff Park, and these are high mountains, and
Yeah.
there's incredible amount of things to do with young people here.
Can you just name some of them?
Well, this is our base camp, so we'll be camping here in the summertime and
Yeah.
setting up a tent, some teepees and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And but a lot of times we have day trips, and we have some overnighters from here.
Yeah.
The day trips would be like hiking up to a cave. There's a
Yeah.
canyon here that has a cave up here, and beautiful little hike. There's waterfalls up there, just beautiful.
Yeah.
That's kind of a day hike. We have there's a lake back just into Banff. It's called Glacier Lake.
Yeah.
It's about a 10K in, 10K out, I think, something like that. And it's just beautiful. You cross the North Sask and you head up, and the lake has glaciers that feed it right in there. We have a climbing hill that's just over top of this hill here, where we can do rock climbing and rappelling.
Yeah.
If we had winter camps, we could even do ice climbing, because there's ice falls all over the place here.
Oh,
that you
my
can do
goodness.
that.
Yeah.
And you can see this would be a perfect place to go winter camping. There's no snow here.
That's right.
We're in a snow shadow here. They say the snow all keeps in the park and in the mountains, and never get much snow here.
Yeah.
There's other things we do. We play paintball on our camps. That's kind of been new lately. We have a lot of fun doing that. And of course, we use the river for paddling. We do canoe training out here, not just paddle down, but we teach the kids skills. We're getting certified as teachers this year, so hopefully we can even certify some of the kids and some of the skills. We have big whitewater rafts that we use on the river, and we'll take them down. And kids have a lot of fun going through rapids, doing a lot of swimming and goofing off, and you just feel free out here, because you're out in this kind of country. It just brings that out in you.
That's for sure.
So, and there's a lot of animals in here. There's bighorn sheep out here. There's Rocky Mountain goats, the white goats. There's elk and 2 different kinds of deer.
Yeah.
There's bear, of course, grizzly bear. There's black bears out here. There's cougars out here. It's a paradise, really. This used to be called the paradise, the Serengeti of the West. They said the native people would come here and hunt. This is the Kootenai Plains, and the elk could winter in here. They still do, and it's an awesome place. And almost undiscovered yet. We have cities that are pretty close by with millions of people, but we haven't really discovered this place. And of course, we probably shouldn't be talking about it so much, because everyone will want to come out here, but whatever. We discovered it one time on a trip. We were coming from the south. We used to do our stuff in the Kananaskis down near Canmore and that way, and got so sick of seeing all those people out there, 50 people you'd meet on a hiking trail and stuff like that. We came out here and we saw absolutely nobody. And so we decided, hey, let's try this place, and we tried it, and there is absolutely nobody out here. There's a few people, and like, that it's a good place if you're seeing grizzlies and bighorn sheep and things like that. It's a great place. We have nice camps here. We talk about God out here. We don't force our religion, because we don't really have a religion. We just believe in Jesus, But we talk about God. We talk about things that kids are struggling with, like suicide and peer pressure, all the addictions and stuff like that. We try to center in on some of those problems. But a lot of times what we'll do is we'll teach using an activity. Like say you want to talk about trust, and trust is always a big issue with kids, especially teenagers. And so we'll take them on the climbing cliffs that are a couple miles from here. Set up a rappel line, and we'll put them on the edge of a cliff, and we'll say, well, we'll talk about the rope and how, I always tell them you can pull a truck out with it, and I've tried it before, and you can. We'll talk about how strong the equipment is and all that kind of stuff, and then, you're on the limb, and you got to go backwards over the cliff. And of course that brings up some fear in them a lot of times. But we work them through the fear. We teach them that fear is just an emotion that you can overcome, especially with God in your life. You can overcome. The Bible says, "Don't be overcome with fear." It says, "I haven't given you a spirit of fear, but I've given you a spirit of a sound mind." So we talk about those kind of things in practical ways. We teach kids these kind of values out here. We teach them other stuff too, like practical skills, survival skills. Teach them how to cook, over fires, how to make fires, how to, just live in the bush, I guess. And in this kind of an environment, the kids aren't like, there's none of this peer pressure like you get maybe in home, where you have, a lot of negative. It's all positive pressure out here. We won't allow negativity, because why do that when you're out here? There's no need for it. So, in the end, I think a young person will go home with a better self-image, a knowledge of God. We teach basically the creation story. We teach about how God made this beautiful world and why we know that from what we see. And we introduce them to God in a beautiful place like this. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best thing going. Been doing it for like 20 years now. And,
which is why you call it higher challenge.
It's higher challenge. Another thing I want to say is that we run safe camps. We you can see these cliffs are pretty big and tall, but we don't do anything unless it's safe. And so we make sure our leaders are trained. We try to send them through courses. We have wilderness first aid courses that we send them through, swiftwater rescue courses, stuff like that. We take canoe training, raft training, guide training. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And we try to keep it up to industry standards. And in the end, when your kid comes out here, when your camper, your son, your daughter comes out here, they can be safe here. We all go through child protection training. We don't, we're not. We don't allow anything bad on our camps. We try to guard against anything bad.
Absolutely, awesome.
So we want your kids to be safe out here, have fun out here, and go home. And our goal is to just send them home with a life-changing experience that'll last all their life.
That's right.
And I think there's some history to prove that. Some of the kids come home and they're grown up now, and they're still talking about camps. So
that's for sure.
they always want me to have a old timers camp, and I'd love to do that if it would ever work out. I'd do it in a heartbeat, But anyway, I'm so glad that Montreal Lake Cree Nation has sent kids for all those years. We started in '95 with Montreal Lake, and I'll tell you, they just we've had kids ever since. Every year they come out, and I think. You mentioned higher challenge, and it's always a good thing. So, although some of them say it's too hard, Actually, we've kind of toned her down. We used to be more hardcore as far as our hikes go. We take them out on long hikes and stuff, but we toned it down a little bit. We still do some stuff that's rugged, but it's good stuff though. And I hope you'll send your kids out.
Oh yes. Right on. Thank you, Tom. And this year, Tom invited me to come, and I'm going to come and help out, but also do a 3D course here, and get kids involved in archery. And also, what he mentioned was the paintball activity. Paintball is a good thing to do because it helps you in teamwork. It helps you with organization skills and with communication. So a lot of our people, not all, but just a small percentage of our people, have a hard time with communicating with each other, which means they use every second word as a swear word, so for instance. But over here, they have to learn how to communicate and talk to each other and get along with each other in stressful, high situations. Even a paintball game can be stressful because you always want to win. Archery competition, same thing. So we teach them these skills, and we want them to get better as people for our communities. And the money that's generated to these higher challenges are well spent. It's a well-organized organization, and the most important thing I like is it teaches our kids about God, teaches how to respect each other also. The girls and the boys, they don't sleep in the same area, they're separated. So it's all wonderful and honorable place and an honorable organization to represent. So I'm very happy about that. So right now, all we're doing is just practicing, and we're going to have lunch. And Tom Knosson right now is just showing us where he has his camps, where he's going to set up this year. And this year, right at this river end here, is where we're going to have our canoe instruction. So I'm going to come here and be trained for that. And the more people are trained, the better. And yeah, I just wanted to give you a peek on how life is, in the missionary world. It's just a good world. It's an awesome world. And how our kids are not only being trained, but what they go through here at these camps. It's a higher challenge camp. It's not just a regular camp. It's higher challenge. It really challenges these youth. And when they come home, they're all on fire and ready to rock. And I like that. So I just want to say thank you very much for being a part of this whole thing, and it's so beautiful out here. Man, it's just crazy how God has made everything, but it's wonderful. So we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to see some more places, and then head back to Panoka, and and then get some stuff, and then we're heading to Lethbridge, Alberta, and go do our 3D competition over there and see what happens. This is a day in the life of an archer, I guess. Right on. All right.